good morning for those of you that are in the morning stages, and good afternoon to the rest of the world. Thank you for joining us today. It may be your first time tuning in. My name is Nicole. I head up the marketing team here at Userguest. If you don't know us, we have a monthly series called the Revenue Booster Series. It's a monthly webinar specifically designed for hoteliers and hospitality professionals. We cover a variety of topics and we share practical tips that you can apply to your hotel business. So thank you for joining us this morning. Today we're going to be talking about something very exciting, the festive season. It's just around the corner. We've just got a month and a bit to go. So this is the perfect time to ensure that you maximize your direct bookings and your revenue. It's really important to grab the attention of your potential guests. They're actively looking to book right now. It's the holiday season. It's really busy for most hotels. So we wanted to share tips and some practical insights on how you can maximize and optimize this period. If you have questions along the way, feel free to use the Q&A section below, and we'll be happy to answer them at the end or throughout the discussion. So today I'm joined by Savina, who is telling us all about her experience in Sri Lanka. Savina is one of our product strategists here at Userguest, and we're also joined by the lovely Sharon Smith from Hop. She is the CEO at Hop Software based in the UK. Good morning, ladies. It's lovely to be speaking with you both. Do you want to maybe introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit more about both Hop and Userguest. Maybe Sharon, we can start with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. So yeah, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, as Nicole's already said, wherever you are. Hop is a PMS platform, slightly different because we are all-inclusive. So we do have a booking engine, a channel manager, CRM, so fully functionality. Hop was actually built by hoteliers back in 2017. So we know exactly what the industry is looking for. And we assign our development and the tweaks and the modifications that we make to meet the needs and demands of the industry. UK-based company, clients all over the UK, including Scotland, Ireland and Wales, but we now have international clients as well, so branching out to places like Malta, America, Canada, Nigeria, and just about to launch in Greenland as well.
Wow, impressive. Thank you for that.
I'm trying to travel to some of these countries as well, so that's my aim. I actually need to go and meet our clients on site.
Wow, I think that sounds very exciting. The more the merrier, I say. Savina, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about Userguest in case there are people in the session today that don't know about Userguest.
Sure, thanks, Nicole. So my name is Savina and I'm a marketing and product strategist at Userguest, previously account director at the company. And just to summarize what Userguest does, we have smart notifications that you display on the hotel website, and they have amazing features that allow you to target your website visitors differently with different offers. We also have a lot of smart notifications that are completely automated. We use a lot of data and display the right message at the right time to the right person. We also have revenue marketing automation that allows you to display some of your revenue strategies on the forefront on the hotel website. So really using the strategies that the revenue managers are working hard on and using marketing tactics to actually display them on the website. I think we will share some examples in the context of the festive season, but this is just in a nutshell what we do.
Thank you. So to everyone watching, we want to present these webinars in a way that anyone, regardless of what software you're using, that you'd be able to apply these different tips, these practical tips that they will hopefully help you. So yeah, let's dive in. So festive season. When we talk about the festive season, you know, hotels are really busy. They've got lots to think about. What would you say are the most common challenges that hotels face when it comes to optimizing direct bookings during this period? Savina?
I think there's a few different challenges. I think one is, of course, the competition. So making sure that you are competitive, that you have the right pricing, that your offers stand out. And of course, you can do that by really knowing your target audience. I think preferences definitely change from year to year, but if you base your offers based on past experience from previous years, or just using analytics data to really tailor your offers in the best possible way, that would really make you stand out of the competition. And of course, balancing between profitability and attractive offers. So that's always a challenge, not only during festive season, but especially during competitive times. It's definitely a challenge that hoteliers are. It's one of the things that needs to be addressed.
Absolutely. Sharon, would you like to add to that?
I think very much the same as sort of what Savina said, and I think it's about making sure that you planned. I know we're not too far away now from this festive season. People are actively buying now, and they're buying very quickly. So we've looked at some of our analytics from when they're landing on a website, they're going into the booking engine, and how quickly that accommodation is then being put into the basket and they're checking out. So it's definitely a case of having the right offer at the right time to the right audience, knowing what the competition are doing. And making sure those offers are attractive, because if they see an offer, they like it, you have the availability, they're in the basket and they check out.
Absolutely. So you're basically saying that the shop window is really important, isn't it? So one of the things that people always look for first, and sometimes hate to admit it, is they look at the price, right?
Yeah.
So we also know that pricing is very, very important. How would you say HOP can help hoteliers when it comes to optimizing pricing during this specific festive season? And also, are there any examples of how your software specifically uses data analytics to inform pricing decisions for hotels?
Yeah, so we have, a great reporting suite within HOP, and I think it's about sort of analysing that data. If you're using the same PMS, so whether it is HOP, excuse me, or you've got another PMS, it's looking at the data from previous years, maybe looking at the pickup rate. When do things really pick up? Was it at the end of November, or did you have a mass increase at the beginning of December for those offers that you're putting out? We've got a great feature within HOP as part of our revenue and reporting. It is yield management. So you can set some predefined rules in there that will enable you to flex your prices up to make sure that you are getting maximum revenue for the rooms that you're selling. So great for the smaller hotels if they're not fortunate enough to have a revenue manager that is looking at the rates 3 or 4 times a day. They can set some rules. You hit 70% occupancy, your rates can increase. You hit 80% occupancy, your rates can increase. So it's based on demand, but you're getting the maximum revenue at the time. Works really well if you've only got a small number of rooms as well left to sell. Get the maximum you can.
Absolutely. So you mentioned demand. Obviously, a PMS like HOP can assist hoteliers in assessing those demand fluctuations, right? So that's really important when it's coming up to Christmas, New Year's Eve, things like that. So what are some of the pitfalls that we can avoid when it comes to pricing, and when it comes to pricing for such a busy period like the festive season?
I would say, again, something that Savina mentioned earlier is looking at profitability as well. It's great to sell rooms, but if you're not making any money and you're actually going to lose money on those offers, there's no point. So it is looking at your pricing, being aware of your competitors, because people will have a look around, and they will look at your competitors. They'll bounce onto your site if they see an offer that's great, but yeah, price smartly as well. And we all want to get as much, as revenue as possible. We're hoteliers ourselves, so we know exactly, what our clients go through and the wider hospitality to go through. But yeah, it's really making sure that the offer is right, and what you're encompassing that offer, there's going to be some profit at the end.
Pricing is so important.
Sorry, Nico. Just to add to that, I completely agree with what Sharon was saying. And sometimes actually you don't have to discount in order to attract people. Sometimes you can just add benefits and exclusive packages that actually people can't find on third-party websites, for example. So if you're offering a free breakfast or creating just a package that is really tailored towards your customers, if you already have maybe an attractive price, but just convincing them with something extra that would really make sense for them to choose you instead of the competitors. I think that's very important.
And especially over the festive period, with people, maybe, Christmas parties, a little bit more alcohol being drunk, late checkout works really well. So they're not having to check out at 10 or 11, that extra hour to get over that potential hangover really works well. And people say, great, I haven't got a rush. We've got a Christmas party, or we're staying away with family. I'm not going to rush in the morning. We can have a leisurely breakfast and then check out. And the cost actually to the hotel for that extra hour is minimal. You just obviously, you've got your housekeeping staff, but to the actual guest, that could make all the difference of getting that booking. So looking at the right offers, as I said before, the right offers to your audience, looking at your demographic that stays at your property, and then aligning the offers accordingly to attract those people.
Absolutely. So the right offers, the right time, making sure that you are putting the right offers in front of the right people, that's absolutely key. But this data is great when you can, when you have access to it. Savina, how would a tool like Userguest integrate with the PMS to be able to make the most of that data?
So I think this is something quite unique that we do that I kind of touched upon at the beginning. So I think the work of the revenue managers and the PMS, it's very important. Like Sharon mentioned, even if you don't have a revenue manager, but you can set rules that when you reach certain levels, you decrease or increase the price. This is extremely important. And where Userguest steps in is that we can connect to these systems and we get information about your occupancy levels. And then you can display already the pricing strategies that you have already set up. They can be displayed on the hotel website on the homepage. So for example, if you have a rule that your pricing, for example, drops if there is no occupancy, let's say a couple of days before the check-in day, if you're using dynamic pricing or the demand has dropped, and these prices are lower than your average, we have notifications then automatically direct the guest to this particular date. So we're matching the needs of your hotel, so your occupancy needs, but we're also matching them with the user intent. So we gather data from many data points, so we know which user is more likely to be booking which date. So if there is a match, we display this notification to that user, and if the price is lower, we show basically the benefits. So let's say 10% lower rates on these days, or 20. So this is a great way, I think, a way for softwares to talk to each other and give you more time to do more creative work when it comes to hotel management.
Absolutely. So obviously, the PMS connecting to the rest of your software or vice versa is really important. But we spoke about the fact that you need to be really creative with, what you put in front of the audience. So if we think about marketing has a role, revenue has a role, how do we put together these packages, these things that don't exist on some of those third-party websites, and make them exclusive to attract guests to stay and book with us direct on our hotel website? Do you want to maybe take us through that?
Sure,
Yeah,
I have prepared. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on, Savina, you go first.
We have prepared a couple of slides just with examples of offers that you could use right now for the festive season. It's already approaching, so maybe some things that would have applied, let's say 2 months ago, like a very exclusive early offer, is not something that's going to be applicable now, but we have prepared something that you can actually apply today. So I'll share with you a couple of examples of what we mean, and then we can Excuse me. Okay, so the first thing that we actually already spoke about is packages. So I really think that creating a special festive package is something that is going to work great, even for last minute bookings. So some people maybe haven't decided what they want to do for the holidays. They're making the decision right now. And again, you need to really know your audience. So is it maybe is it families? So if it's families, you can give benefits such as access to a kids club, all inclusive dinner and breakfast, family fun activities, anything that you can attract this type of traveler. Or maybe your hotel isn't maybe based in, let's say, London or the UK or Europe, and maybe it's based in Indonesia, in Bali. People are traveling for the holidays. Maybe you can have some kind of wellness package, so free yoga classes, spa access, if this is your audience that is going to be looking for this type of offer. Again, we spoke about the benefits. You can see in the example here, breakfast included, as Sharon mentioned, late checkout always works really well. Or if you have an event, of course, there's a great way to also display the event. So maybe it's some kind of New Year's celebration package, stay 3 nights. It includes maybe a bottle of champagne, late checkout, other benefits. So this is a great way to attract people and display the right offers. And again, you need to tailor this to your hotel, to the audience that you have. The other, of course, strategy is to go more heavy on the promotions. This is, of course, if you're still struggling with occupancy for these periods. Some areas are more attractive for this type of festive for the festive season than others. So maybe a very aggressive sale if you really are looking to fill in rooms. So just having maybe 30% off or 20% off, using more urgency in your messaging. So in the example here, this is a notification that is a flash sale notification with a timer, really giving a short period of time for people to make the reservation. And then we also have, of course, maybe some kind of offer that is, again, limited time, personalized. So, for example, for a personalized offer, you can maybe target only people in your area or just domestic travelers. And again, you have the option to add your promo codes. So if you use, regardless of the system that you're using, maybe you can create a special code. With Userguest, you can also just embed it in the link. So we send traffic straight to the actual offer where people can just go ahead and book this offer. And again, we spoke about it's coming towards the end of November, so some kind of last minute offer would work as well. Again, the same rules as in the packages apply. So some kind of free benefit, something that is really tailored towards your audience. So these are some of these examples. Again, speaking about personalization, I think loyalty offers. So you can do this by email, but you can also display this with the notification on the website. So really giving exclusive benefits to people who have stayed with you in the past. And this is a great time to send that newsletter, to show this offer on the website for people who have already stayed, and just nurture that relationship. And last but not least, we also offer smart notifications. So if you can apply this to your hotel, that would be great. So we already spoke about how the tool integrates with the PMS. And for example, in this case, if your rate for this particular period is already 15% lower than the rest of the month or the rest the few weeks, we can already display this, or we can also, of course, display it with the promo code and match it to the people who are most likely to book those dates. On the contrary, we have also notifications where you can set up targeting for periods with high occupancy. So for example, for the periods that have, let's say, 80% occupancy, you can actually add urgency. So really show that these dates are in high demand and add urgency for the people to make the reservation. And last but not least, a price comparison. So you really need to convince people that you are having the best offer, not only with packages and benefits, but also really making sure to display that they can't get a better deal if they go to Booking or Expedia or any other third-party website. So this is in short the offers and tactics that we have for you here.
Sharon, would you maybe like to add to that and tell us a little bit about how?
Yeah, hi, I'm still here. I don't know what's happened to my video, but it's just appeared. But can you hear me okay?
We can, yeah. Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Let me try to maybe make you a host, and you can turn the camera back on.
I have no idea. It's like here 1 minute and I'm gone the next. So
are you able to? Oh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, and I think very much along the lines of, you know, hotels need to know their demographic. I think that's just so important, so that you are pitching the right offers, as I've said before, to the right people at the right time, because there's no point offering them something if they're just not interested. So that's about going into your PMS or your CRM, having a look at your demographic, who stayed last year, you know, other offers that you can send to those people to entice them back. Maybe it is, you know, the late checkout or a free bottle of wine in the room. If they've stayed with you before and had an exceptional experience, then more than likely they might want to come back again. So, you know, people have got a database there, so maximize that. And then also it's about getting the audience or your demographic to that offer and making it really easy and seamless for them to book. So making sure that your offer message is really clear, and when they're clicking on that offer and they're going into your booking engine, that's all they see. So you haven't got them sort of diverting off, going to lots of different offers, trying to find that particular one. So that's setting up your rate plan on the PMS, making sure that you're using that code, you're using that link to embed in the offers that you're displaying on your website, and taking those guests straight to that offer, and making it nice and easy then just for them to check out, rather than sort of wandering off elsewhere. I think we had a couple of, I think there was a slide. I don't know if you're able to share that.
Yeah, of course. Can you make me back? Can you make me a host again so that I can share the presentation?
Yeah, sure.
But back to what you were saying, I think the user experience, of course, it's relevant in the context of festive season, but also definitely just in general, minimizing the number of steps that the users need to make before they complete the reservation. So really landing on the website, finding the right offer. They don't have to scroll for ages, navigate to multiple different screens from one to the other. And that also applies to the booking engine itself, really making it easy to understand what the offer is, what the benefit is. If you also have a price comparison on the booking engine, just to convince them once again that this is the best rate. I think this is the best strategy just in general for direct bookings.
And I think as well, it's making your message consistent. So if you've got a message on a website, or you're pushing something through Instagram, or you're pushing it through Facebook, that the message is consistent, again, based on your demographic, because it's proven, and we look at statistics, that the younger generation, if they're looking to book, that they'll look at the hotel, is the price point correct? And then they're straight onto Instagram. You know, they want to see, if they're going to go to this hotel, what's the food like? Can they take pictures of their breakfast? Can they take pictures of their meal? Can they post it on Instagram for everyone to see? And that's that demographic, and that's what they're interested in. So again, it's making sure that message is continuous across whatever means you're pushing your offers across.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I still have host rights. If you can just add me as a host,
Yeah,
Sharon,
we're
I'll
having a
share
bit of a
the
technical issue here, because it's coming up and it's allowing me to make you a host.
So just on the top right hand side,
yeah, we're there.
There's the three dots when you hover, and then there should be an option that says make host.
Unfortunately not, no. So technology is great when it works. But yeah, I was sorry, Zoom is saying absolutely, computer says no, I cannot make anybody else a host. I do apologize.
I've done it.
Oh, I think you're
amazing. Thank you.
So
wonderful.
Just, whilst we're getting that slide up, just to recap, so we spoke about obviously the role that segmentation plays, the role that tailoring the offers, why that's so important, right? Not just for the festive season, but generally for your promotions, for your packages. We also spoke about how making the offers personalized and making them personal to what the guest is looking for. So knowing your audience, making sure you have that data, making sure that you are showing them exactly what they want to see. We also spoke about making everything very appealing on Instagram, making sure that your communication is, the same based on what you have on your website and your promotions and all of your social media channels. So there's lots of things to think about, lots of things to juggle, both from a revenue front and a marketing front, right? So you mentioned, Sharon, that you have something that you could share with us in terms of how you can do this through Hop, and you have something quite exciting to share as well, don't you, in terms of what Hop can do and offer for the festive season. Do you want to show us that?
Yeah, so
I can share that presentation, Nicole, if you can just grant me the right.
Yeah, we work quite closely with our clients to make sure that they sort of fully understand the capabilities of the PMS, particularly when it comes to creating offers, rate plan packages, looking at statistics, how many people are going onto their booking engine, how much is converting, what kind of offers are converting. So Hop has all that information in the background in our full revenue and reporting suite that the hotels can use. Some people might say, oh, it's only a few weeks away now, it's a bit late to do all of this. No, it's not. It's never too late. If your occupancy levels are really high now, amazing, fantastic. But there may still be some properties out there that don't have the occupancy levels that they require coming into December and closer to the festive holidays. So it's never too late. Have a look at those offers, get those packages built and get them out there on your website and definitely on social media as well, if that's your kind of demographic.
Excellent. Savina, you should be host now.
Let me check.
And also as well, it's about being, I would say, about being a little bit creative as well.
Absolutely.
What can you do that's a little bit different? People, rather than sort of reiterating myself again, people are still buying. People do make last minute plans, suddenly going to be at home and then decide, actually, no, we don't want to, let's go away. What's out there? And it's about, getting them to book with you rather than the property down the road.
It's not too late. In fact, many hotels are actually just preparing this week and next week to get all of their offers up onto their websites, just because, as you all know, we also have Black Friday coming up this week. So many hotels and many other businesses are preparing for Black Friday, and after the Black Friday, they tend to launch most of these festive season packages anyway. So it's not too late. If you haven't done anything, use these tips and prepare for this upcoming season.
So I think it's just about thinking ahead and being a little bit planned and having some sort of last minute ideas. If you haven't quite reached your goals, what have you got? And use the frame in your back pocket that you could quickly pull out and push through your rate plans and your website and everything else to get those occupancy levels up.
So I'll throw a spanner in the works there. We also have situations where hotels have to deal with cancellations, right? Last minute cancellations. This can be frustrating, but we need to know how to deal with this. So any tips, any suggestions on how to deal with last minute cancellations during the festive season?
I would go back to the database again, looking at your CRM. What have you got in there? What have you got that you could quickly send an email out to maybe guests that have stayed with you before with an amazing offer? You have to do your flash sales on your website, social media and all of that, but these guests know you, they've stayed with you before, and if you go to them with such an attractive offer, you may get some bookings there. So I think it's quickly getting into that database and pushing those offers out with a little newsletter, e-shop, whatever it may be.
So we
Sorry about the technical delay. I just managed to share the slide, Sharon. So I think this was just what you were sharing with us, really just going to your database and sharing these offers with the audience.
Yeah, so this was just one of our clients. They do extremely well over the Christmas period. I was actually quite keen to go there New Year myself and tried to have a look a month ago. No room at the inn, unfortunately. can even do me a special deal and find me a room somewhere. And that was about them being planned. Again, contacting guests that have been there before, that may want to go there. They're based in Scotland, you know, might want to go there for Hogmanay. Putting information about what's on the local areas, things to do to really attract people to say, yeah, actually, I'd like to go there for 3 or 4 days over New Year. This is the offer. Lots to do out and about as well. And again, you know, festive packages. What else is going on in the hotel? I'm really pushing that promotion out there.
So Sharon, that's really interesting. How far in advance did this client start this hotel?
I think they have quite a lot of repeat business year after year, so people will go back year after year and stay. But yeah, we saw the Christmas offers coming out in September.
Wow, that's very early planning.
And as I say, I was physically there back in October, tried to book, and there was nothing left there. So absolutely great, really successful. But yeah, they have been very planned. They know their demographic really well and who they're trying to attract, repeat business and new business as well. And their offers are very much, again, lined up. You can click on their website, you go into the offer, you see that offer, you can book that and you're checking out. And that is then spread across social media as well. They do a lot on Facebook advertising, and you click that offer, and again, you're through to that offer, and that's all you book. So you haven't got then the guests, you know, in a dilemma, oh, there's this offer, there's that offer, what do we look at? It's a seamless guest journey for them to book and check out.
So they obviously rely on HOP's reporting and analytics, right, on your capabilities of the PMS to be able to provide this information in terms of who's booking, tracking the effectiveness of the strategies, what's worked, what hasn't. Do you have any tips to share with regards to this?
I think it's about making sure that the team are trained on what they're looking for the data and to be able to analyze it. You know, and we're always here to help. And as I say, you know, data is king. If you've got the data, you can plan accordingly.
And nice, easy reports, right?
Something that you touched upon as well, Sharon, is I think segmentation, how important it is to display different, maybe even newsletters to different people. So you also talked about targeting, let's say, the younger generation with the right offers. Maybe they will get your Instagram. So I think also it's very important that that you know your audience, that you treat them differently, and this segmentation is extremely important. And also you need to be you need to have the same visual identity, let's say, when they're on Instagram and then once they land on the offer, for example. So I think also with Userguest we have this capability where you can target people based on where the source. So for example, if they come from Instagram, you can show them specific offer that is really tailored towards this particular audience. So if you're advertising, as you mentioned, your offer maybe on Facebook ads or Instagram, then they can land on the website and see this particular offer instead of just redirecting them maybe just to a generic kind of offer as well.
And unfortunately, I have personally seen when you see so many offers and you, oh, that's a great offer. You click on and have a look, and it's not just that offer. You've got 4 or 5, and then it just adds to confusion to your audience. It's like, what offer do I want? Oh, is that better? Oh, is that offer better than that offer? And then people sometimes just get frustrated and they'll just exit the site.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And Sharon, you mentioned that you mentioned as well vouchers. So do you maybe want to show us or take us through, you know, what HOP offers in terms of vouchers? Everybody loves a voucher, right? And this is the right season to be able to use vouchers. So
we've just gone sort of crazy at the moment on vouchers. Looking at trends over recent years, vouchers are on the increase as being gifted. You know, what do you get somebody? You know, especially I think sometimes the older generation, what on earth do you get them when they've probably got everything? And we're seeing more and more hotels now taking on vouchers so that people can gift. So whether that is a monetary voucher that they can use against either a meal or accommodation, whatever it may be, or an afternoon tea or an experience. We provide gift vouchers now. so that if somebody does have Hop as a PMS, the gift vouchers can be redeemed through Hop as well. So it's increasing revenue for the hotel. But when that gift voucher is gifted, the recipient can just go on to the hotel's booking engine. They can book their accommodation, add in any additional services that they may want. And when they go to check out, they can add in their gift voucher code, and that can be redeemed via the booking engine. That saves an awful lot of time for the hotel, where you're having guests call up, can I have booked this room? What have you got available? Here's my gift voucher. But it also makes it nice and seamless to the actual user, that they can just go on, book what they want and check out. And if they're getting a gift voucher for Christmas, you never know, they might spend it across the New Year period or early in the new year when things are a little bit quieter.
In the worst case scenario, you're generating a revenue early. So I think it's a great idea for a present. I've personally been using this type of presents for a few years now.
Yeah, and also as well, unfortunately, there is a high percentage of gift vouchers never redeemed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And with our gift vouchers, the hotel fully manages the front and back end for the gift vouchers. But I would just like to say as well, anybody that doesn't use Hop PMS, they can still use our gift vouchers. It's a separate portal. It's all branded for the individual property, and they manage everything themselves, from how the vouchers are displayed to printing out, emailing, and all the back end for the data and revenue.
Great, that's really interesting. So vouchers are one way, promo codes are another way. Savina, what about promo codes? How can we leverage promo codes? Just throwing it out there. How can we leverage promo codes during the festive season?
Yeah, I mean, if you are struggling with occupancy and you can afford to have some kind of discount, you can definitely use a promo code. If you create a notification with Userguest, for example, there's a way to embed the code into the notification. So we send people straight to the booking engine with the code already applied. We spoke already about the user experience of the website and how important it is to minimize the number of steps that users take before making the reservation. So this is a great way to use a promo code. Again, you can use it in different type of notifications. So whether that's just the promotional type, we also have, for example, exit pop-ups or welcome pop-ups. So you can really be creative with the type of targeting that you want to use. And of course, as I mentioned before, and we spoke about treating every customer differently, you can create multiple ones with multiple offers. And then with the help of notifications or targeted emails, you can really just send the right promo code to the right person. So I think that's another great way to use that.
Excellent.
And who doesn't love a promo code? Everybody loves a promo code to use.
And a good deal.
Absolutely, and a good package, a spa package if possible, please. So I see we have many people watching and joining us, which is absolutely great. If you have any questions, I haven't had any questions come through. If you do have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the Q&A section now. We'll be happy to answer them. In the meantime, maybe just a little recap to say that once again, the festive season is coming up. You should be doing everything that you can to make sure that you're driving direct bookings, that you're increasing those direct bookings, that you're making the most out of your data, making the most out of your existing hotel tech providers at the moment, making sure that you are getting those direct bookings in, that you're increasing that revenue, that you're analyzing, your occupancy levels and looking at ways to increase during this very, very busy period. Guests are looking right now. They want to find the best deal. They're looking for offers. Now's the time to grab them.
Definitely.
Ladies, I don't see any questions coming in. Would you maybe like to a quick word to recap or finalize?
No, I'd just like to, thank everybody for joining. Hopefully, there's been some tips that, have been useful to everybody, and just wishing everybody a successful festive period.
Yeah, me too. So I think I hope that some ideas that we shared with you would be useful. Every hotel is different. Every hotel has a different target market, but hopefully you'll get inspired to create an offer that is a bespoke offer for your hotel. I guess just one note from my side. I think we spoke about user experience. We spoke about booking behavior and targeting people differently. I think this is a great opportunity just to mention that we have recently launched our Rev Marketing certification course. In this course, we cover all these topics, and the course is completely free. So we'll send an email to everyone with the recording of this webinar, and we will make sure to include also a link to this course in case you want to join. As I said, it's free, and I think you'll find a lot of valuable information there.
Absolutely. The course is designed specifically for anyone in the hotel industry, whether you are looking to learn a little bit more about the marketing side, if you're looking to learn a little bit more about the revenue side, this is your opportunity to be able to join forces in both of those areas and become an expert when it comes to rev marketing. So thank you very much for your time. It was great to have this session. Thank you so much, Sharon. That was really great. And like you said, a happy festive season to everyone, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.